Hi, welcome back to the course. So this is Photoshop, right? This is the interface. On a norm, you'd have seen the interface like this, essential. So if you are new to Photoshop, this is probably how you see Photoshop. So I want to just walk you through the things here and how you can use them for your own advantage and for your own good. Okay, so this is the menu bar. Yeah, this is the menu bar. Sorry, this is toolbar. Oh god, this is the toolbar. Okay, so we have where we have our tools. The toolbar houses our tools. But I love my tools being like this. I love my tools being on two lines because it gives me easier access to any tool. Just imagine I want to pick the move tool now. Okay, and this thing is like this. That means I have to come down here all the way down here to use my move tool, which is to me it's very stressful. Or I want to use the text tool, I have to now come down here just to use text tool instead of just using it somewhere around here. Okay, just picking it somewhere around here. Okay, so I love leaving my tools like this. Okay, now this is the menu bar where you have your file, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, 3D, and the rest of them. All right, and this side also. Okay, now there are three layers. There are three bars basically on Photoshop. Photoshop has three basic bars. Um, the toolbar, the menu bar, and the panel bar. These are the panels. All right, everything here is the panel. Sorry. So in toolbar, if you if you can't find a particular tool in your toolbar, this is where you go and look for it. Okay. When you just click on it, you see when you right click, you see edit toolbar. You come here and just reset or restore default. All right. It goes back to how it was. You can also edit the shortcut here. All right. Now, this is um this is your panel bar where you have a lot of panels. Yeah, just quite a lot of them. So these are different panels here available for you on Photoshop. Now, if you want to, probably you lose any of the bars. Probably I am working here and I lost this one, or I just lost all my bars. How can I bring them back? I'll come to Windows. These are all the panels here. So if you click on properties that are used often, you see that property bar comes back. Okay, alongside the ones I deleted it with. All right, but if I deleted all these ones individually, if I hit the property bar is not going to appear. Okay, so let me say I delete this one, the other layers will not appear. So let me delete this one, and delete this one too, leaving out only the property. So let me come back here and okay, let me delete this one too. Sorry. Then we'll come to properties here. If you hit the property, you see the property will appear alone. Okay, because you deleted it alone. All right. So also you can just take your time to if you get used to, if you get very comfortable with the whole setup, the whole Photoshop setup, I would then advise you can use any workspace that allows you to be more productive. Okay, for me, this is my default workstation. Okay, if I'm working, I think this makes me more efficient. I can just dragging my files here, looking at my layers here, and working basically with my layers here helps me achieve more within a less time. Okay, probably because that was what my what the first guy that taught me on workspace and workspace setting, that was the setting he used. And I tried it out. I saw that, oh wow, I can actually use this. And I got so used to it that right now using another setup or using this essential setup would actually it would it would be very difficult for me. Okay, using this essential workspace would be really really difficult for me. So that's why I really love my workspace here. So you can also save your workspace probably, and I would advise really if you're a newbie that you start arranging all this. It's just that the fact that layers panel is hidden here is what I don't like. I'm not comfortable with that. So what you can do for yourself is to drag this all out. Okay, most of these panels here you probably will not be using them. Then leave the layers here. Okay, because you need a very clear view of the layers you are working with. Then you can drag this one that you know that you'll be using often. You can drag it and keep it here. Okay, yeah, that works for me. All right, libraries, I don't think I use it, so I'll instead replace it with gradient. All right, and any other thing that you use here, color, I don't use color often, so let me delete all those ones. Then what I would need is my history. Okay, my history, I will not leave it. I can leave it there. I can actually leave it here, but then I'll hide it just like this. Okay, I'll hide it because I don't often need it. All right. So yeah, can you see the setup I just used now? Then if you are done, you can still come here and save it. New workspace. Then we call it design with with the billionaire. So that's the name of the workspace now. Design with the billionaire. So if you come to workspace, you see it here. Design with the billionaire. Okay, if you change it to some, you see my own workspace. Right, my own workspace is very simple, like very simple. So that's basically that for setting up your workspace. But I really advise, if you are new to Photoshop, just for now, just flow with the workspace you have there. Okay, so that's what we have in our panels. Let me reset it to essential. Okay, so also we have adjustment, we have properties. Anytime you are looking, you look for anything and you can't find it here, just go to your windows. You're surely going to see it here. Okay, like paragraph, node, navigator, all these things, swatches. Okay, all of them are here. You can just turn them on if you need them at any point in time. So yeah, that's basically that for workspace. Now I'm going to show you how to this interface now, how you can reset the colors, okay, for your interface. So it's very simple. Just come to edit here, come to your preferences and click on general, or you just hit your control key. General, this is where you change your the interface. Okay, interface, can you see that? Then change the colors. Just, oh god, this is too bright, so I'm not gonna change it back to black. Okay, so yeah, workspace tools as well. These are this is just basically where you manipulate just things. Now if you encounter any kind of difficulty, you can still come back to general here and reset preferences on quit. What it does basically is that it restores Photoshop to how it was. It's not just, workspace. What reset workspace does is to reset this workspace, this place that you have here, okay, or probably some other arrangement that you made. But then any tool that you've lost or anything that you can't find on Photoshop, or sometimes Photoshop will present you with some issues like drive, something related to drive. You can't edit this too because drivers is bad or something like that. I've had that kind of issue. So what I did was basically to come to edit preferences, general, and then I came to reset preferences on quit. After it hit here, I just closed Photoshop and came back to it, and everything started working okay. So just in case you encounter that kind of challenge, this is how you can come out from it. Okay, it's just as simple as that. So that's basically that for Photoshop. The whole workspace is very simple, really. In subsequent videos, you learn to use all the tools available on Photoshop that will be really necessary for you as a beginner, as an intermediate user, or even as a pro or advanced user, Photoshop user. Okay,